bleeding in vital organs is bad, and you have to be patient and you have to be honest to yourself. Hi guys, my name is Alexey Vinogradov. I'm a competitive freediver with depths of 125 meters. And today I want to talk with you about pulmonary barotrauma, which is known as lung squeeze. First of all, we have to talk about three aspects of avoiding lung squeeze. First of all, it's your physical conditions, your body. The second is your adaptation. And the third one is your technique. So let's start with body conditions. Some of the tips are boring and some of them are obvious for most of us. But let's talk about this because sometimes it is essential to keep all the aspects to be successful in freediving. So the first tip, you have to develop your thoracic cage flexibility to be able to inhale more and to feel comfortable during deep dives. And we can improve chest flexibility in two directions. First one, we can stretch on inhale to be able to inhale more before the dive. And another direction, we can stretch on exhale or do some exercises on exhale to make the rib cage more flexible and to make it more easier for the rib cage to compress freely at big depths. It is essential to be patient and to do that constantly, but not pushing too much, because some of the exercises could be dangerous. You can overstretch your lung tissue and it could be dangerous for you, and we have to avoid overstretching of the lung tissue. That's the point of all these exercises. So what are my favorite exercises to stretch my rib cage? First of all, we have to divide. We can do that in water, or we can have some dry sessions. In the water, in two directions, as I told you, we can swim, for example, freestyle on full inhale with a breath hold to stretch the muscles surrounding our lungs, and we can dive on exhale. But once again, be careful with that and don't do that alone. Dry sessions. I usually stretch on inhale. It's a dynamic motion. I mostly don't do any static stretching, and mostly it involves shoulders motion, some bends, and if we are talking about exhale exercises, one of my favorite is vacuum, but moving my chest. It is pretty simple. It looks simple, but you need to balance, the air in your chest. So what I usually do, exhale, hold my breath, and I'm trying to inhale using my belly, not letting air in my lungs. So it leads to motion of my chest, and it makes it more flexible, and I feel it how it compresses freely underwater. So it helps a lot to avoid lung squeeze. And if you want to dive deeper in this topic, welcome to Foundational Breathwork program by Alexey Molchanov. You will get all the exercises needed to improve your chest flexibility, and not only this. To join, click the link in description.
I spent the last 20 years exploring the limits of breath as a freediver, as a world record holder, as a coach. This course is a foundation, not just for freedivers, but for athletes, instructors, and movers, and anyone who wants to breathe like it matters. You'll get 8 deep dive video lectures, blending freediving methodology with evidence-based medical research to understand the true mechanics of breath. And you'll practice it all with guided breathing exercises designed to strengthen your respiratory muscles, improve your flexibility, and to build body awareness from the inside out. I'm sharing this breathwork system I built for myself. Now it's yours. My name is Alexey Molchanov, and this is my Foundational Breathwork Course.
Second tip, you all know it. Progress gradually. It is extremely important to let your body adapt to depth. And it's important in two ways. First one, you have to get physical adaptation to depths. And the second one, you have to be ready mentally, because if you increase depths faster than you can, you make more mistakes. And if you make mistakes, these mistakes could lead to lung barotrauma, and it could be dangerous for you. So, progress gradually, and sometimes it's extremely important to be able to make a step back, and don't feel disappointed by these step backs. Sometimes it's very, very important. For example, during this World Championship, like 2 weeks before the World Championship, I was absolutely sure that I could dive way deeper than 120 meters. But unfortunately, I got ill like 2 weeks before the competition, and I made a decision to decrease the depths. Of course, it was disappointing, but I still could dive at big depths and could win a medal and save my health, and it's extremely important. And of course, when I come after even a short period of time without deep diving, I decrease my depth. So my maximum is 120 something, and I start with 60 meters dive, 70 meters dive. And if I feel that everything is okay, I can add maybe 5 meters to my performance. But if I'm not sure, I can repeat depth or add less than 5 meters. And I do that only if I feel that my lungs are absolutely okay and that I don't make any dangerous mistakes. So 5 meters is maximum. Sometimes it's 3, or even just repeating your depth. If you are a beginner, just make sure that you feel comfortable at depth. So you have to dive there like 3-4 times, like really comfortably. And if you feel that it's okay, you can add maybe 3 meters, try it, and then again repeat it to make sure that you do everything properly and that your body is ready for that pressure. The third tip, and the most interesting for me, your technique. And first of all, your equalization technique, because your equalization and your relaxation are related. And it's important to understand that our attention is limited resource, especially underwater. And if you think only about the way you equalize your ears, equalize pressure in your ears, you do not think about relaxation. And relaxation of your chest and belly is a key to be comfortable underwater and to avoid lung squeeze. So, if you practice a lot, if you are sure that you equalize properly, you can spend more attention on relaxation, on your body position, on your technique, because one of the reasons of lung barotrauma is like wrong and sharp motions. When you do your turn not properly, when it's not smooth, it could be dangerous for your lungs. So practice your equalization to be absolutely sure that it works and to be able to think about relaxation. And if you are sure that your mouth feel works well, it means that you would not reverse back underwater. So there are some extremely dangerous mistakes in your equalization which could lead to a decrease of pressure in your lungs, which could be the reason of lung squeeze. So proper equalization, on the one hand, makes your dive safer because you do not involve your lungs into it, and on the other hand, it makes your attention free to control relaxation and other aspects of the dive. So free diving to depth is not only equalization. Tip number 4, do not overpack. It could be dangerous because you can overstretch your lung tissue. And the second aspect of this is that you have to exhale on your ascent, last meters. How it works? When you dive at depth, the blood sugar occurs. So when you go up, you have more liquid in your chest, and the total volume of liquid and air, which is expanding when you go up, is greater than before the dive. So don't forget to exhale on your ascent. Maybe you can start at 3 meters, 4 meters, and I usually use notification on my dive gauge just to remind me to do that. And for my dives, it is extremely important. Actually, I almost had no lung squeeze, but I had some cases of overstretching my lung tissues because I forgot to exhale during last meters of the dive. So set the notification on your dive gauge to remind you to do that. And the last tip, but not the least one, it could be a basis of your attitude on this topic. You have to take it serious. Bleeding in your vital organs is not normal. Try to avoid it. And if you feel that something is wrong with your lungs, even if you're not coughing blood, if you feel that any tension or strange feeling in your lungs, just have a step back. You have to recover. Not every lung squeeze leads to coughing blood. Sometimes you can find it only measuring your saturation. So bleeding in vital organs is bad, and you have to be patient and you have to be honest to yourself and to keep yourself safe. Some freedivers, or all freedivers, call it lung squeeze, but lung squeeze is something simple. Actually, it is barotrauma, pulmonary barotrauma. So you have to, it could be your priority during your training process, avoiding bad consequences of your mistakes. So if you feel that something is wrong after the dive, just think what could be wrong, what mistakes you made, and give yourself time to recover. It's more important to save your health than to reach any depth. So guys, be safe, and hope to see you again in these videos.